Yo, what up guys, welcome back to the channel. So what I have here is a 2022 Ducati SuperSport 950, and what I'm gonna be doing here today to this bike is I'm gonna be installing a sequential taillight. So let me get to it and I'll walk you through the process. All right guys, so the reason I'm installing the LED sequential taillight is that as I was leaving the dealer when I picked up my bike, the person I guess hooked up the license plate and temp license plate didn't bolt everything back together correctly. So as I was driving back home, all this fell out. I lost my temporary plate. These were hanging, and if you can see on this side, it was completely missing. So when I stopped, I noticed that the tire has some scrape marks right there, which this one was hanging. So I zip tied it, but this one I guess completely flew off on the freeway. But instead of going back with the regular one, with the stock one, I decided to go with the sequential, and I'm gonna put this one. So it's like a smoke color, and that's the one I'll be installing. All right guys, so in order to get to the taillight, you have to remove a few bolts, screws. So you gotta start off by taking off the seat. Once you take off the seat, there's gonna be a screw here, and this screw right here. Same thing on that side. What that does, it releases this piece right here. This piece, which goes right here, right? So it comes off right there. And then once you do that, I have the Fender Eliminator, and this one has 4 screws, which is one here, and the other side. And you gotta bring down this flap right here, because this sits in the flat right there. So once you do that, then this comes off. And only after you remove this, then you can get to the screws that go behind the light, which is right here. So what I ended up using was a T20. It's a star 20, and then you can access it through here, right there. You can take off the bolts from there. Once you take off those bolts, then it has like a clip right here. So all you gotta do is pull back. And that's it, and you get access to the tail light. Now I gotta disconnect it and rewire the other one. All right guys, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, my right turn signal flew off, and it ripped off from right here. You see? Completely ripped off. But the kit comes with the wire harness and everything to make it work. So I'm gonna start by disconnecting that and then rewiring everything to the new tail light. All right guys, so I'm all done wiring up the taillight. So you gotta put the module in between the original harness and the taillight, which is this one. And then for the turn signals, here's the wiring. So you put to left and right here, and then connect them right here. It says on the instructions that blue goes to right and yellow goes to left. So that's what I did. But for some reason, when I turned left on the bike, it was vice versa. So all I did is put yellow to right and blue to left, and it works properly. So now what I gotta do is just start in reverse order, putting everything back together, and then I'll show you guys the outcome. All right guys, quick tip: if you're gonna end up getting the Fender Eliminator, this one, the Motodynamic one, how you install it is you put it back, and it has the spacers. So in all 4 bolts or screws, you put the spacers. All right guys, so I got all the parts back together. When you put in this piece in, just remember to tuck it in here so it can fit good, both sides, and then just put the screws back. Here, and here, and that's it. So now I gotta do is put on the seat, and then I'll show you guys the functions of the taillight. All right, guys, as you can see, I'm already done. I put everything back together. Tail light's working properly. I'm gonna be posting a link to the tail light and the Fender Eliminator if anybody's interested in the same setup. And I will be posting more videos on this bike, so don't forget to like, subscribe. Any questions, comments, leave them down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.